What's going on, guys? Okay, here's the thing. King just glitched into the Matrix. I don't know what's going on. I think he had to reset his computer. So we will get to him the moment he gets back. I just got back from New York. It's been a chaotic trip, but I really enjoyed where I went. I hope you guys had a good weekend, man. I hope you had a good weekend. I will be streaming Like a Dragon after the podcast. I do have Tekken 8 or Tekken 9 or Tekken 10 or Tekken 11. It's one of the Tekkens. I don't know which Tekken. It's one of them. But I do have it on PC too. I tried to get an Xbox code, but they like, nah, we only got this. So we have an extra PC code I am using. Because everyone has a code but me. So I will be using that. I will be joining in on the fighting collab stuff. And I'll be trash. Really trash. And I'll be doing that on the Addict Arena show. Or the Addict Arena channel. But let me find out where King is. And then we'll be back.
Okay, let's start filing in. It's been a hell of a week, boy. I mean, it's been a good week and a bad week. Good week for Iron Lords podcast. A bad week if, this acquisition has gone down and, you knew what was going to happen, right? Pretty much, they get packages and stuff, and we're going to go into that. We're just going to let more people pile up in here. First of all, I want to say thanks, everyone. We had 6,500 and some change. It's a good look. We're moving into a good space. I know, members, I owe you some stuff, right? So, you already saw what video is coming up next. And I'm going to have, I think I'm going to have like a members only stream where I get a chance to talk to you guys a little bit one-on-one. Adidas 20 member for 2 months. Soldiers Rank S tuning in from Sin City. Oh my God. Whatever goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the sip. I'm about that. I'm trying to get to Vegas myself. It's gonna happen. Tweeted this stuff out. Everybody, tweet it out, share it out. Because dudes is weirdos, man.
Tweet
dudes
it.
Is
check
weirdos. It's nuts that, people turn this into a fanboy fight, but they're gonna say, yo, King, you turned it into a fanboy fight too when Bungie did what they did. And I'm gonna explain why. Adidas 20 with the $10 super chat. I'm here, my guy, for sure. Member stuff. I'm going to do some stuff that is going to pertain strictly to fellowship and conversation. I'm talking about direct conversation. Everybody that had a coin that got back to me that won, they already shipped. All right. Remember, I put them in these bags, but I had to get other bags. So when y'all see it, you're gonna see a vanilla envelope, and the vanilla envelope is gonna ship to you. So yeah, I did that because I had a package come to me the other day, and it was from UPS, and old bum butt UPS always trying to steal something. I told y'all that time I had to run down on UPS, right? Epidat, welcome to Soldier Rank S. I salute you, Soldier. We're almost at 100. When we get to like 110, then we're going to go into the topic. Because we know what is really going on. It sucks, man. Yo, there's no way for you to feel jovial, in a sense, about the industry as a whole. I warn people about AI. I warn people about the bubble that was happening with all that government pay and all that government money that the government was giving out during COVID. I warn people that there's a bubble. The same thing with the housing market. Remember when the housing market was crazy and it hit the wall and came crashing down, and all those people that had balloon payments. Could you imagine you're paying your mortgage? Let's say your mortgage every month is $1,500, right? And then after a couple of months, it balloons up to $3,000 and some change. A lot of people got roped into that, and they had the variable rates on a mortgage loan, and that fluctuates with the market. So the variable rates push people out of their what they thought was a secure situation. Some people got fixed rates. George Parcell, member for 1 month. Much love, King. Hold the line. Blessing, Soldier. I salute you. As soon as we pop 100, we're gonna start getting into the topic. Let me refresh. Because we probably popped 100 and I'm not even saying that. Nope, 97. All right. So the housing market is not the same thing as the video game market. I'm just giving you a for instance in how somebody thought something was secure. All right, popped 100. Let's get it. Let's get right at it. All right, so dudes thought I was sitting here supporting Microsoft in firing people. Nah, that's not the case. And this is the difference between, because I heard a lot of ignorant takes on it, right? And you know, it was the port begging ponies. I was sitting here with these bad, horrible takes. And these dudes, I've never seen a fan base so invested in a company failing so they can get their games that they say that we don't have. Right? We apparently we don't have games, but they're invested in our failure to get stuff that apparently we don't have. These port beggars is crazy. Their CEO came out and said the most ignorant thing that I think I heard from a CEO. Subscription services don't work because people can only play one game at a time. So that's their rationale for bleeding these dudes dry on the same game every 3 years. New experiences, please, brother. Somebody should have spoke up that they do have services and they not feeding their service. So what he essentially told these dudes was, what we're going to do is put out a game every year, one a year, right? One game a year, because y'all can only play one. And then when that game come out, the new game come out, then we'll put it in the service because you can only play one. But the games that's inside the service is some nifnard crap. That mentality right there is going to doom them to failure. But I've never seen a core base so invested in Microsoft losing. And I think that has everything to do with fear. So I'm listening to these dudes, right? I'm listening to them, and they're talking. And one dude, you know, baby, you know how he do. He has me funny. He's a funny character. I'm listening to him, and his take is horrible because he's talking from the mentality of a worker, right? You can't act like you know big business and you're a worker. I mean, I also heard a lot of takes from patty flippers talking about $1 trillion companies and how mergers and acquisitions go. All right. I want y'all to scale it back. We are consumers, right? Now, the vast majority of us have different skill sets in this world. If you watch Iron Lord's podcast, we bring very different people on from very different walks of life. Doctors, lawyers, all types of people, entertainers, people from the industry, some people aren't. And they're all, what we all have in common is video games. So I'm not going to say the patty flipper is indicative of the Sony fan base. No, I'm not going to say that because the Sony fan base is casuals, right? Is full of a bunch of casuals. And then you have some hardcore guys that are in there that are fighting for a dead idea of Sony. And those are the ones that are pushing the wrong narrative. They're going to tell you that Microsoft laid off 1,000 and some change, while Sony only let go of 100 people. There's a difference between redundancy and broke. There's a difference between we have the same exact person doing the same job that we don't need, and we gotta cut because we have to pay the light bill. It's a damn difference. Okay? It's a difference. And if you guys can't get it through your thick heads that the difference is Sony is operating so close to cost. That's the problem. So I saw a lot of people try to say factions and compare factions to Odyssey. First of all, nobody know about this damn Odyssey. I didn't even know what the hell Odyssey was. To be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, what the hell is Odyssey? Angry Hippie, member for 2 months, Soldier V rank. I'm currently jumping between Zelda, High Five Rush, Lies of Peace. It's not hard to play more than one game. Facts, on God, I was playing like 4 games this week, and I just downloaded Tekken 8. Don't let me get on that. The mentality of the Sony player is they're trying to compare factions. Now, factions is an already established IP that was grouped in the first Last of Us. Now, you're supposed to get it in The Last of Us 2. They said it's coming later. That was not true. It was supposed to be a game of service. Bungie looked over at it, said it wasn't performing well, something, yada, yada. Game is dead. Right? Okay. Established IP. It already has a fan base. It was promised to be packaged in with 2. Let's go to Odyssey. Now, this is owned, lock, stock, and barrel by Sony. This is Naughty Dog. Shout out to Neil Druckmann. I was hanging out with him the other day. This is no skill on you, but you got to get this work. All right? Equal opportunity. All right. That game was supposed to come out. Cool. Let's go over to Odyssey. The only reason why you're making a big deal about Odyssey being canceled is because now Microsoft owns them. Y'all didn't care about Odyssey when Activision was gonna just make it, when Blizzard was doing it. Y'all didn't give a damn. You know why y'all didn't give a damn? Because I didn't know a thing about it. All right, so they're making a survival game, and they have a new quality assurance team that goes through. I know one of them personally. They go through. Hold on. Project Aries is the $2 super chat king. Who's your main man, lady in Tekken? Tiger is who I use, but I'm gonna use Leroy because Leroy looking like me. Yo, even down to the drip, Leroy looking, man. And he got a pit bull, but I got a Frenchie. You know what I'm saying? And I got a Boston Terrier. Boston Terrier kind of weird though. Yeah, kind of crazy. Sad to see. Sorry to see people lose their jobs. No one is addressing the amount of employees that Microsoft acquired. Both acquisitions over 10,000 alone. ABK. Listen, the thing with it is this. Of course, while they're going to court, stuff is going to happen. But let me get back to us not knowing this and they getting this, right? They getting this. This is thrown on them. Remember when they purchased ZeniMax and Bethesda had some games and somebody snuck Redfall in there? Remember that? Remember when they snuck Redfall in there? So Microsoft was probably like, yo, it was already along, and they listened to Pete Hines. It's good. I'm going to make sure it work. It's good. I'm going to make sure it work. All right, Pete, we good. Let's go. Throw it out there. I didn't know what a Redfall was at all. They made me care about a game that I didn't know I cared about, that I didn't. I mean, I like vampires. All right. Cool. Let's go. Hot doodle garbage. Because somebody should have pulled the plug on it. So now that Microsoft walk around the building, sees this game, and says, you're not getting me again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on myself. Hell no! Shut it down. Shut it down. So dudes is getting upset because they piling on talking about, oh man, but they let go 1,900 people. All right, let me break it down. And this is why I have to go at the patty flipper. If you're flipping patties, when you get fired, you thinking about it as, oh, I got let go. Yeah, here's a check. Oh, that's it for me. Oh, man. All right. In a certain scale, They sent a package through. Now you can get down with the package because they make cuts. All right. Sometimes you survive the cut, sometimes you don't. They sent a package through. You can sign that package, be out the door, you get a little bundle, get whatchamacallit, some medical for at least a month or two, and you get a little some stipends for a couple of weeks, able to apply for unemployment. Bill, you have some bread. And they have like a whole center that works with you finding a job in your field, right? Because redundancies is gonna hit. So let's say you're an 85 worker, right? And I'm giving you the number system because the number system is usually what they use with AI. Give you a number system. Let's say you're an 85 worker, right? And you're an 85 worker with another 85 worker, right? You got to think about it. What he said, I played Redfall for 20 minutes and was done. That's crazy. And that other 85 worker is already has seniority over you, and then they're going to go through your history and your stuff. Boom. One of y'all going to lose, one of y'all going to win. One loses, one wins. One is out. All right. You're still going to get a severance or something, and they're going to still have their team work with you to find positions in another place. Or a group of them can get together and form another company and work it from there. Hollywood Rules, a $2 super chat. Pony's just looking for wins in any form, and they're desperate. I understand. You got Power World over here selling $8 million, and they scared to death. They're like, please, Microsoft, don't buy nothing else. Don't buy nothing else. See, they're buying, and they got to fire people. They're going to buy them and fire them. Drinking pony tears tastes so delicious. They don't have Power. They're going crazy. They wrote a petition. You saw dudes making stuff up. Like, yeah, Power World's coming. They had the project manager come out and tell them, no, it's not. Stop bugging. You're bugging. No, it's not. You're not getting that. And they had to come back down to earth. Now they hoping Nintendo sued them into oblivion. Good luck with that, Nintendo. That game ain't nothing like Pokemon. They may look like Pokemon, but they ain't doing Pokemon things. I can tell you that. I ain't like the frame rate, so I just stepped out. I ain't got a dog in that fight. Like, yeah, it's selling good over here and it's doing all this, and that's fantastic. Good, that's great. My kid ain't even playing it. My kid's playing something. Matter of fact, my kid was playing Parappa the Rapper. When I went upstairs, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you playing that? He's like, I like it. I'm like, whatever, weirdo. Love you. You're a weird kid. Playing old stuff. Got all this new stuff. He playing old stuff. So, they want to win, man. And if it's anything that's going to knock Microsoft, fine. What does it worse is the media, the journalists, the IGNs of the world, the individuals that feel that now it's time to drag Microsoft, let's go get them. Because they got this deal done. They don't want to see their beloved piece of plastic go the way of the app. See, I'm different. I don't want your games. I want you to just become an app, bro. Like, you think I want them to die just so I can get God of War? I got God of War right now. I got it right now. I got Spider-Man right now. I got all that stuff right now. I want them to go away. I don't like the fan base. The fan base is toxic. The worst fan base ever. A bunch of sheltered, entitled little savages. Death Side, welcome to Soldier S rank. Blessings, I salute you, Soldier. It's at a point where, yo, all right, I got to talk about it today. I got to talk about it. I don't know. Did y'all hear J-Dub last week? Y'all heard him, right? Y'all heard J-Dub last week, right? Anybody that watched the show last week, y'all heard J-Dub, right? Hollywood Rules, a $2 super chat. All my daughter plays is Xbox, Minecraft, and Roblox. Yeah. I got a nephew like that. He's out of control. Check it out. Y'all heard J-Dub last week, right? Y'all did, right? Okay. When y'all heard him talking, was it me? Or did it sound a little delusional? It was a little delusional, right? It was like, I know you ain't just say what you just said. I know you didn't because you know it's a factual lie. Okay. So now I'm on Twitter today and I'm looking at Christopher Hart. Christopher Hart retweets, and I'm sorry, Chris, I just got to blast you out because I know, pause. I know mentally something's up, bro. And I love you. I love you to death. You've been there forever. But he said because the Portal has an 8-inch screen, LCD screen, he compared it to the Switch 2. What? 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 Why? Why? I said why? I said why? 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 Why in that pea brain would you make a correlation between the two? Somebody's footstool for the bathroom. It's a bathroom. I don't know. Take your mind off the toilet. I don't know. If you're constipated, that's what it's good for. The Portal is good for constipation. If you're constipated, the doctor gonna give you 2 laxative pills and a Portal, and you're gonna go to the bathroom and you're gonna work it out. It is nothing else. It's for no. It's really the broke boy's second console. You know how you got another room in the house and you have another, like, because any room I go in is an Xbox, PlayStation hooked up. I go in there, whatever I want to play, I play. Right? Different screens, go, whatever. My wife watching something, I go someplace else. Boom, play, mind my business. The Portal is if you are too cheap to buy another console, or you really got to work that turd while you fighting a troll in God of War, or you on that board with Spider-Man and you just can't put the game down. You're addicted so bad that you got to do it in your leisure time, in your peace time, in the bathroom. Beyond me. So he compared the turd maker to an actual console that you could take on the go and go anywhere. And I'm like, what the hell is going on in the brain? Project Ares, $2. The Portal's a squatty potty is crazy. Facts. So I'm not making light of Microsoft letting go of 1,900 people. I'm sure that most, if not all of those people are given the opportunity to find job placement, right? Through Microsoft's various programs, if not applying for more stuff there, right? So it's not like everybody wants to compare it to Bungie lying for Sony. Sony telling them, yo, Destiny's not performing, you got to cut X amount of people. It's the same thing with Insomniac. Oh, you just shipped this game, X amount of people got to go. Now, does this lead to something worse that's going on in the industry? Yes. What's going on in the industry right now is, remember when the government was giving out all those PPP loans and all that other stuff and give bailing out all these companies, and we went in lockdown and all that other stuff? This is the after effect of that. They had all this extra cash and they did all this hiring. They hired all these people to remote work, right? Doing all this remote work, y'all home, made up this pipeline, did this stuff because people did not know when we was going to get back to normal. But what was not sustainable, and y'all notice, remember when y'all was getting those checks every week and you had to go sign in and you get your check every week? What I noticed in the statue community, and if anybody's a member, we have a ton of statue videos up. I'm about to do another video, and I'm going to do something for V members and X members exclusively, y'all will see. And then the S members will get it like a week later. I'm gonna learn something. I'm learning something that I'm gonna put into practice. In the statue community, so many people was buying statues when they was getting a government weekly stipend. I forgot what it was called. Well, Obama bucks or whatever the hell it was. So the statue community, it boomed. It went crazy, right? So many people was buying statues. Broke boys was out here purchasing $500-$600 statues. Tons of statues. Okay. Now they purchasing statues. What the statue makers started saying was, oh, we having a boom here. We're going to start raising the prices on these statues. Now, statue prices went out of control. Shipping prices went nuts. If y'all look at UPS and everything right now, UPS and everything went nuts. Now the crash happened. No more checks. Everybody got the stimmies. Yeah, the stimulus checks. Now they have to scale everything back. Statues aren't moving. I had like at least 15 statues up for sale since last year. At, I don't know, let's say if I paid $700 for a statue, I'm selling a statue for $500. It's been up there since last year. And not saying that I got they're whack statues. No, they're good statues. If you notice that you was trying to sell your consoles or whatever credit that you were getting from GameStop and you was doing that stuff and you went in there now, did you notice how low the credit is? It's insane. I saw one guy talking about how Microsoft is phasing out their physical games division. And I would have loved to just reach through the TV screen and shake them a little bit. Just to tell them, so is Target, so is Walmart, so is Best Buy. So is every electronics company across the world. They're scaling back on physical and getting rid of them. We got Matthias with the £6 super chat. Shame on you guys for meeting Neil, a Zionist, a man that backs the slaughter of men, women, children. Okay. Now, you know I'm going to read it, right? Because you decided to super chat. And you know I'm going to answer your super chat. Because I would say, like Sovereign, thank you for your patronage. Because you're not going to call me a sucker for not reading what you worked hard for that money. Do you think in my head I was saying whatever those beliefs is? I would not know. I would not know. I would not know what a man's political beliefs is or what he believes in, because the same way I don't ask somebody their religion. I don't do that. Neil Druckmann and I had a conversation about comic books. We had a conversation about going to Comic-Con. And I was talking about my comic book collection with him, and he likes Frank Miller. And then we started expounding on our mutual love for Frank Miller. You understand? So I can go in a room and have a conversation with a billionaire and a millionaire, and it all will resort down to what I love. And if we can find something in between together, then it'll work. But if not, then, I don't have the conversation with him. I got to tell somebody, shut up. Because I can hear them. You got to get off your high horse, bro. I'm not going to start worrying about political wars. That's not mine. You understand? That's not mine. Neil Druckmann made, to me, arguably the greatest video game that I've ever played. All right? The conversations that me and him had about The Last of Us 2 was absolutely nuts. The insight that he gave me on certain things about The Last of Us 1, I'm going to talk about it this Sunday on Iron Lord's podcast, that the reason why part 1, certain things happen in part 1. So, yeah. And listen, I don't ever feed into people's rhetoric. And I understand if you're upset and you got people over there. I understand that. This is not the forum for that, right? This is not the forum for that. So if you want to talk that stuff, I'm pretty sure that there's discords that you can go in, and I'm pretty sure that there's channels that's talking about it. Bring it up there. But I was talking to him about video games, and then I didn't even know that he was a comic book lover, and we talked about comic book. You know, and maybe I might lose a couple of you guys because of me being able to talk to somebody that makes video games, and probably made some of the arguably, when they was doing his timeline, bro, I'm sitting there and I played every last one of those games, and to his history going into how he got the games. Come on, man. The same thing. And I'm sitting there. I got to tell you a story that I'm sitting there. Tell me why I'm the bodyguard for Reggie Fils-Aimé. On God. On God. Tell me why I'm me, the bodyguard for Reggie Fils-Aimé. If anybody's there, ask him. Ask him. Anybody that was there, ask him. I was in charge of the safety of one of my idols. What? I still remember his speech when he, excuse me, when he walked on stage and said, "My name is Reggie, and I'm here to kick ass and take names." But I said he's black and he's working for Nintendo. Oh, I was rocking with him. I was rocking with Nintendo. I ain't see a black CEO over at Sony, and I damn sure ain't see a black CEO over at Microsoft. Sarah Bond. I'm talking about the head of everything. Reggie was Reggie. You understand? Like, let's. Do you understand what level of fandom I'm at and how professional I had to be? Excuse me. Do you understand? That's like somebody telling you to protect damn near your idol. Somebody that. So I couldn't have a conversation, but I was privy to a lot of stuff, though. I learned a lot of things. I saw a lot of stuff, and I could talk about those things. But I'm telling you, the eclectic nature of where we was in the environment where we were, it wasn't what somebody else may perceive. So don't ever look at a picture of me standing next to somebody thinking that I share their political beliefs or I share their religion or anything of that nature. You understand? So don't do that. We're going to keep it gaming. We're going to stay gaming. We're going to talk about, and I guess a lot of dudes thought I would sidestep Microsoft, firing those people. I'm not. But what I'm going to tell you is, in big business and big tech and mergers, that's what's going to happen. Did y'all want ABK to stay singular and continue to do the stuff that they were doing under Bobby? Y'all forget somebody unalived themselves for stuff that was going on there that was egregious to women. So you would rather that environment than them cleaning it up? Hollywood Rules with the $5 super chat. Proud to see ILP, 3 men of color representing New York City. Being a kid from Brooklyn, it was great to see, not losing anyone. Thank you. Blessings. Yo, you know what was the biggest thing? I really wanted Addicts to stay with me. Right? Addicts stay with Cog. I'm so mad because this is the second time he did it. Right? I really wanted them to stay with me. Because I wanted to take them to Rockin' Ramen. Anybody that knows Rockin' Ramen in New York City, y'all know what's up. It's the best ramen place in the world for me. In New York City. Right? The world. Yeah, for me. So I wanted to take them there, and they got a whole bunch of real... He turned me on to Naruto and a lot of animes that I wasn't, watching. Is my turn to show him some of that flavor back. I'm gonna tell you, man, Rockin' Ramen is the best. And when we come back, because all right, when we go to PAX East this year, when we come back, we open for Last Stand Media. All right. I know a lot of y'all. It's like, King, what y'all gonna do? I got something special that I'm gonna wear. If you don't think I'm not going there with the Xbox hold the line, if you don't think I'm not going there, what's up? Remember when Bernie Mac went up there? I ain't scared of none of you, mom. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. He said Cog is the favorite. Y'all stupid. No, Cog was just he lives in a place where the airport was closer to him to get Addict. Not gonna happen again. But when we come back, so we're gonna open up to them. He said, "Yeah, listen. I know I need to go to Singapore. I know I'm going. Don't you start with me. Don't you start with me. I'm taking the wife and the kid to Singapore. We're going. Please, I want to live there. All right. So when we go there, I don't give a hell how tired these guys are. We're gonna go." What he said? Zero Suit King. You don't understand. I understand. The ramen is crazy, but I want Addict to have an authentic experience with it, and that's what we're gonna do. So when we come back, we're gonna do the show, and he's gonna get a chance to go there and check that out. Now, what time is it? All right, we should be at the calling portion of the show. Yes, I got the Fire tablet, Hollywood. You on my spine. Pause, bro. Like, really? You gonna really pull that up right now? You gonna really pull that up right now? This guy here. Yeah, I got the Fire tablet so I could read the new comic books, and I just got it too, because I just got that with my new camera that y'all gonna see with the next Frontline news. Y'all gonna get a chance to see it. So the new camera's there, and Sovereign made me get a lens that's gonna be dope, and we're gonna talk about that. Now, this idiot was trying to coincide something like Microsoft is taking the L, trying to force everybody to go digital. In New York City, Mayor Adams has a digital initiative in New York City for video. Like, if you guys are in the tri-state area or planning on moving to the tri-state area and you want to be in video games, there's an initiative that the mayor is going through, which will be in almost every school, every college in the tri-state area, that will push digital content. We're moving towards a digital era. There are 5G towers all across New York City. So what they're trying to do is push us further and farther into the digital era. When you see physical leaving, do not think that that's a viable medium. It's a dead medium. And anybody holding on to a dead medium is going to become a relic. So if Sony opens up another warehouse across the street to print out discs, you can tell where they're gonna go. Straight to the bushes. So the fact that Microsoft is coming back because the demand isn't there for physical. I haven't brought physical discs in so long, only Nintendo and Sony, because I do not trust them. I buy digital. And Sony said the same. They their shipment, I think it's like 70% of their income now is digital. Soon they're going to be cutting back. I want to know what the Nintendo format is going to be for the Switch 2. You know, is it going to be download only? Or are they going to have a physical slot? Pretty much sure they're going to have a physical slot. And we're not there yet. Next iteration of consoles, hashtag no PlayStation 6, it won't be there. But Addict, let's get to the call-in portion. Are you ready, sir? My man in the chair is probably playing more Power World. Do I gotta text him? I know he's not on the toilet playing the Portal. All right, if anybody want to join the waiting room, is there. Mathis with the $6 super chat. Matthias, why did this second game sell 10 million copies less? Don't give the man credit for the first game that was great. He put his agenda in the second. You know what's crazy? I didn't like the first one as much as I liked the second one. And this is to you, to Matthias. I didn't like the first Last of Us game as much as I loved the second. I've played almost every game that ever came out. Almost. Right? I've had I had every console that's come out. Every console I've had. Day one, not waiting till it went down in price. No, day one. It was imported and it was never here. I got it. I played Eve's Book 1 and 2 when it first came out. I played the Atari Jaguar, everything. I did it all, bro. I have never had a game move my emotions as much as The Last of Us 2. So I don't care if it sold 10 million less. What I do care that they sold one copy to me. One. So my $65 it was worth it to me. Do you understand?
I don't.
The second time I had that type of emotion was, remember when Master Chief and Cortana was breaking down? And that's Addict. And he had to put the chip in her. He had to guard her, and she was going crazy. That brought a tear to my eye. But nothing like how that Last of Us did. And I'm a gamer. So when you put your political thing out there, you thinking, the agenda and stuff like that, then I'm gonna tell you, son, stay away from a lot of stuff. Angry Therapist, $5 super chat. Even Neo Geo, I had Neo Geo with every game. I brought every game for the Neo Geo. I had the cartridge, I had the MVS, the CVS. I had both. The actual arcade board and the actual home board. I had the CD, the first one, with the single player disc drive, the single speed. I got the next one, the double speed, and I got the last one that they put out with the triple speed. I'm a gamer. 100% through and through. My blood runs green, though. When Sega died, I jumped on board with Xbox. Bill Gates came to New York City. It was on Cog's birthday. We outside. And we've been riding ever since. Halo's been that thing ever since. And it's still that thing now. So, please, bro. Yes, I had TurboGrafx 16. I was a TurboGrafx 16 dude. Matter of fact, I had a PC Engine. And I had the disc drive, TurboGrafx 16 with the disc drive. That's the Discord link for anybody that want to jump in so you can have a conversation. If it's PlayStation dudes, jump in. Let's have the conversation. You want to tell me why Microsoft trimming the fat is bad? Jump in. Let's have that conversation. I had the TurboGrafx, the Turbo Express. with the TV tuner. I had a super graphics. That was and only had 3 games. It came out with 3 games. Ghouls and Ghosts, Raiden, and I forgot what the other game was. All import. I've been here, bro. I had the triple stack Sega. I had everything. I've played everything. Certain games move you. Certain games pull at your heart. But you can't sit there and tell me, man, certain aspects of those games, they didn't infuse some creative writing in these games. The games that we get now, and if they really want to sit there and they do their thing. Have you played Hellblade? Bro, have you played Hellblade 1 and listened to what's going on in this chick's head? Have you? You gotta listen to what's going on in her head. And to have a doctor come out and say that is accurate to what goes on in somebody's head who has that psychosis, buddy, I cannot wait for what part 2 does, because I saw what they was doing with the sound. Visual now match. All we need is combat to link. Oh, what's up with the suckers that was talking all that stuff about a Valve? What happened to all the suckers? And then they put out the second part with Jeff Rubenstein and the team talking to the team at Valve. What happened to that? That game looked way better. When Jeff was pulling it back, having a conversation, it looked like he was parrying in this part. Just like I was saying, I want to have those conversations. I want to sit down and have conversations with a lot of these teams and go into exactly what we see and ask the proper questions that you guys want to hear. That's why we go to these things. That's why anytime you see those super chats. Oh, you think Attic is working for free? Oh, you got to be crazy. Anytime anything comes in, I got to pay him. He helps me with the thumbnails. He's helping me running the show. And then whatever he gets, he got to buy it and fix his PC, fixes this. Everything goes right back into the show at all times. So that's why I truly respect your time and everything. Everything at all times. Yo, Attic, let's give away a coin. Everybody sitting here, let's give away a coin. You got it set up?
Yes. Hold up.
All right, good. I want to give away a coin, and y'all know the rules. I just dropped one on the floor. Let me grab another one. Y'all know the rules. It's going to go out to the members. So if you're a member, I'm giving away a coin. And if we get 5 more members before this coin is given away, then I give away another one. All right? Simple as that. Hold the line coin. Matthias, I hope you win. I need to brighten up your day, bro. Definitely. And I know you winning a coin ain't gonna change anything else that's going on in your world, but I hope you win, bro. Right, I hope I change your perspective on something.
All right, so give a couple minutes. Give you a minute to be a
Give him
member
1 minute. Give him 1 minute. Anyway, and then shipping it right out. Y'all know how to do. Y'all hit me on Twitter. Send me your information. Boop. Shout out to my boy Evan working. All right, we got the Angry Therapist gifted 5 packs off Frontline memberships. Boom. That guy, Angry Therapist, put his name in there twice. I mean, yeah, put his name in there twice, Attic.
My God, you guys are killing me.
All right, Legendary Yobi, put his name in there twice, please. Put his name in there twice. These guys is gifting memberships so you guys have a chance to win. That is the most selfish thing that I've seen. And they continue to do it. Rum Punch Man became a member. Blessings. See? You say thanks. It's Y'all, see, Pixel Bit G became a member. See, that restores my faith in humanity. That we do have people out there that are willing to, they could have just kept it to themselves. The more people, lessen their odds on winning. That's why I throw their name in there twice.
Hold up. I got to write the people's names that won.
Everborn, what's good? My guy.
You guys are lucky that I can type semi-fast.
Everborn, tell me you saw the Book of Clarence. Me and you ain't have a conversation. I want to do an impromptu show on it. R&R with the Lords is gonna come back and is gonna come back a little bit different. So I'm gonna be doing it, and it's just gonna go up, so you guys can watch it on Patreon and stuff. Hollywood Rules $2 super chat. Shout out for you for drinking old school Arizona. Yo, I'm cheap, bro. I'm cheap. They need to give me a bag. They need to give me a bag. I'm pretty sure I'm killing my kidneys with this. I'm pretty sure. Anything that's in the hood. Type faster, Addy. He said type faster.
Man,
hey, yo.
it's hard to keep up. Like,
yeah, I want everybody to put their hearts in the chat for Evan Huff. Put your hearts in the chat for Evan Huff. All right. Let's so we got 2 to give away. Let's spin it.
All right.
Let's spin it. Fuzzy Belvedere, what's good, baby?
Hold on, give me a sec. I gotta.
Pixel Bit, if you win.
All right,
Thank you, Yobi. Thank you, legendary Yobi. Evan is going through some serious stuff right now, man. Put the love in the room, boy. He's going through some serious stuff. Remember when we be like, yo, sending love out to Saul? No, this guy really needs the love. For real.
All right, so you ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit it.
Right.
It's gonna spin on you. It's gonna spin on you.
Kenneth Starwhite.
You said what?
Kenneth Satterwhite.
Oh, it's gonna pop up right now so I can see. Because right now you are ahead of me. Because it's actually spinning right now on mine. Okay. And then we got one more. All right, Kenneth. Satterwhite. All right, Kenneth Satterwhite. Get at me on Twitter. Send me information. And that winner of that book, you won a book. You better get at me. I saw you left a comment there, and you said something about you don't have whatchamacallit. And I text you, and then you didn't text me back. So leave me another comment. All right, let's get to one more. We got one more. Kenneth, hold the line. We're working on a special coin too for when we go to Last Stand media in New York. Julian Johnston?
Mm-hmm.
Julian Johnston. You won the next one. And with that, people, it is 7:30. And I'm going to tell y'all, let's not keep it political. Let's keep it gaming. This is the only safe space that we do have. And let's keep it as pure as possible. As you can see, you can thank your fellow gamers that
we got one person in the waiting room. Let me drive him down here.
Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in. We got one person in. Hell yeah. Hollywood Rules.
You?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. Listen, just again, you hate to see people lose their jobs. You hate to see, again, what's a gallon of milk now? $5. So you hate to see.
Out of control.
It's crazy, man. So you hate to see people lose their jobs. But quick, fun story. Pixel Bit G in your chat right now. Me and him grew up together. Brothers in games and everything else. Me and him used to argue about Sega and TurboGrafx all the time.
That's
And
what's
it
up.
was always all love. We always exchange each other's games and stuff like that. So he's my boy from a long time
Who
way
had the
back.
TurboGrafx 16? Who had it?
He did. So he had, and he was a PC dude way before I knew who PC guys were. He was that guy.
That's what's up.
So Pixel Bit G he's the man. So but
So
King,
what he used to tell you? What he used to tell you with the 16? Yo, that it was faster, that the sound was better.
Listen, with
More colors?
him and my boy Post was the Turbo 16 dudes, and they both got the CD before I got Sega CD. So when they got E's 1 and 2, oh my God, I couldn't shut them up.
Yeah, for sure. That
Couldn't shut 'em up.
yo, they had. I know he got Fighting Streets. I know he got the first Street Fighter.
Yeah, I remember. Wait, is that game that you couldn't remember for Street Graphics? Was that Strider? Was that Strider on Super Graphics?
No. They did have Strider. That came out last. That was the fourth game. The second game, it was a shooter, and I think it was you had Raiden was one. Ghouls and Ghosts. I got it really for Ghouls and Ghosts because it was arcade perfect.
That was the first Genesis game I got, Ghouls and Ghosts, when it first came out. I must have played that game
A million
I
times.
can't remember the hours I put into that game. I loved it. That was definitely the best version of it too.
The
one you guys had.
yeah, the super graphic one was the best version of it.
It was almost like the arcade version of it.
But when the Super Nintendo came out with Super Ghouls and Ghosts,
I remember that. The music was crazy. I remember. Yeah.
everything was nuts.
Let me go way back. Did you have Vectrex?
Yes.
Wow. You were one of the cats I was jealous of. My cousin had Vectrex. I wanted to kill him.
I had Atari 2600, 5200, 7200. I had ColecoVision. I had Vectrex. Of course, I had tabletop games. I had all the tabletop games. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. I had Donkey Kong, and I had Popeye.
I had the Game and Watch. Flip them up. Had the Donkey Kong Jr. I have a story. I got my behind tore up for Donkey Kong Jr. My mom sent me to go pay the phone bill.
The half and half screen joint. You had that?
Yeah, I had the half and half one, but Donkey Kong Jr. was a faceplate one, just regular, right? And saw it in the store. She sent me to go pay the phone bill. My mom's never look at the phone bill. I go in, I go buy the game, and I take the rest of the money and I paid the phone bill. All right, so I never forget this, and I'm throwing you under the bus. Hubert Bailey, my boy I went to school with, Hubert Bailey. I'm coming back. I'm like, yo, I got the Donkey Kong. He like, oh, this is crazy. We playing it. So we go upstairs. I say, yo, I just got to go upstairs real quick, and then I can come back out. I said, if my mom's come to the door and ask you, whose is this? You tell her it's yours. I get to the door, go inside the house, gave my mom the phone bill. My mom's looked at the phone bill and was like, what? She never looks at it. Looks at the phone bill, was like, what? So my heart fell right to my pants. Oh no, I'm about to die. Right? What's that in your hand? Oh, it's Hubert's game. He's in the hallway. She goes out in the hallway. Is this your game? I don't know what type of face she showed him. But that dude rolled over like a pig right on me, boy. I was like, nah, that was him. And he brought it with the phone bill money.
Yo, he gave you up all the way. He even just said it wasn't his game. That's insane.
Yo, she ain't grab him. She ain't do nothing. He just flipped on me quick. I was like, oh. She was like, yeah, thank you. Close the door. He ain't coming back outside. I got the beating. I got the beating on my life. That's when beating was.
The beat and the punishment. That's the worst.
And she took it, but I found it because she worked in the daytime, right? So, I was a latchkey kid. So I come home, I go through the house. I'm looking for it because she ain't take it with her. I know she ain't take it with her. I'm looking for it. I found it. So when she at work, I'll be playing. It was a beating, well worth it. A rat. That's right. He's a rat. Do y'all understand?
Right out, yo. That's crazy. He must be a Sony dude.
Yeah. Do y'all understand why I'm so opposed to rats? Very early. Yo, but Hollywood, anything else you want to talk about before I let you go?
This whole outrage over this digital thing is absolutely dumb. Are these dudes running out to Circuit City to go buy CDs? I'm still trying to figure it out. It's like music moved on a long time ago. TV and movies follow suit, and now video games is doing the same thing. They just had to do it at a slower pace because of a more expensive hobby. It is what it is. You're just gonna have to make the best of it. And shout out to Addict, because I know you had a tough week
Yeah.
trying to get back home, tough days. So shout out Addict.
For real, man. He definitely got
I'm
home
done
12 o'clock
playing.
midnight.
I'm done. I'm walking everywhere from now on.
Addict's
I'm walking everywhere.
Addict's swimming in New York next time he comes back.
You know
Yo,
what's
so
funny? I haven't
Hollywood-
been to the beach
Okay.
since I was like a teenager, but I've been to so many cities with beaches for work, for ILP, and I think to myself, I need to go to the beach one time, just one
Go to
time.
the beach,
Like,
brother.
Well, you ain't going to the beach right now. We ain't gonna take you. You ain't no polar bear, so we ain't gonna do that. That's not something I'm getting into. But when we go out to, where we going? Oh, when we go to Tokyo, I want to see it. I want to see everything. Iron Lords is going to Tokyo Game Show. I'm putting it out there. We're gonna try our best to get there this year. So, as media.
Good looking out, bro. Thanks for having me on. Hey, and let me know when you start downloading them comics, man.
All right, for real.
I'm gonna press you till you do it.
Yeah, you for real. You know he from New York. You heard him. I'ma press you until you finish it. Yo, I gotta sign up because he gonna probably send me a request. Here you go. Yeah. All right, yo.
Have a good weekend. All right.
Blessings, guys. Listen, what I want to say is, listen, guys. Let's keep everything gaming, and remember, just because you disagree, he's over Addict. Don't worry.
all right,
What happened?
there's people in there waiting. Like, should we?
Uh-oh.
All right,
Bring him in.
what I'm gonna do is we'll give you guys 7:45, and then that's it. I'm gonna drive
All right.
both of them in here. 7:45, and then I'm.
Oh, Legendary Yobi and Everborn Saga. Ah! The squad has shown up. $10 super chat with the Angry Therapist. Here's to Tokyo. Blessings, brother. Everything counts. We appreciate it. Everborn, please talk to me about the layoffs, because I know that's what you're here for.
All right, you can hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yeah. It if I'm breaking up, I'm at a stoplight at a dead zone, but don't worry, it's gonna clear up. So, first of all,
All right, we're going to let you go for a second. Just stay there. Stay there until you clear up. We're going to talk to Legendary Yobi first because Legendary Yobi probably has a better connection. Legendary Yobi, talk to me.
What's going on, guys?
Shut up, Addict.
Hey,
Yobi,
can you hear me?
there you go.
My brother, how you doing, man?
Peace and blessings, brother. What's going on?
Man, listen, it's not about me. It's about the Iron Lords. Listen, I am extremely so proud of you gentlemen for what y'all did at the New York Game Awards show. It is a tremendous feat to see that. And it's like what you guys said. This has to be a staple moving forward, and this got to get pushed to the front line. We got to advance the line on that.
Yo, brother, I had an out-of-body experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I projected it, us being up there, and we were there.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. You know, my brothers was there. Addict flew to New York for it, and it was necessary, you know, for him to be there. And you know, yeah, you don't know how happy I get when I see him. Right when I see him, I'm like, what's going on? I wish you
I know
lived
you was
closer.
happy. The energy was just oozing out of y'all. Y'all look the way y'all compose yourself. Y'all look so much happy up there, man. And I
You
love
know
to
what's
see it.
funny? We
Appreciate it.
one of the people from the Video Game Awards kind of like forced his way to our like little afternoon lunch. Like,
Oh yeah. Yo. So we gotta give us a little story. Hold on. Champagne Supernova with the $2 super chat. King, if you get to TGS, I might see y'all there. You definitely gonna see us there. That's definitely gonna happen.
we're actually gonna, this is a little inside information. We're actually gonna make merchandise with us, because obviously that's gonna be the most expensive trip we've ever paid for by far.
Yep.
Like we're talking probably 10,000, like, because it's not cheap to fly 4 people out there, and
No.
that's the bare minimum because, we have significant others that don't feel comfortable us going to Japan.
Yeah. Sucks for them. Sucks for them.
So
Hey,
we will
So
be doing
you guys-
stuff for that.
Yeah, okay, Everborn, let's go. Let me hear. Let me hear if you good.
All right. So how I sound? I sound good.
Yeah.
Sound better.
All right. Perfect. So two things. When you guys go to the Tokyo Game Show, when I was in Tokyo, the way we did it is we got a nice Airbnb. We didn't do the hotel thing. That brought down the cost a lot. We got some luxurious joint too. It wasn't like everybody had their own spot. Just something to consider when you go out there. I was there in 2017. Anyway, I was saying I got a very similar story to your Donkey Kong story.
Give it to me.
So it was the 90s. I was 13 at the time. I had a paper route job, like
Right.
you
Yeah.
paper. So I knew I was getting paid on the weekend, but the game must have came out on a Tuesday. Something I can't remember what game it was. I just know it was Super Nintendo. And my dad at that time, he was a hustler, so
Right.
he had a lot of cash that he had in his spot and in certain places in the house.
Right.
But I always knew where they were, and I was like, it's all these $100 bills, it's all these $20 bills laying around. He not gonna know the money's gone. So I'm like, all right, cool. This new joint come out $79.99.
Yeah.
I go get it, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna just put the money back on the weekend. He'll never know.
Right.
The next day, I got the game. I'm walking. Where you get that from? Oh no, I had it in my savings. Of course, he knows his money down to the red cent, and he knew that money was missing immediately.
See? Yo,
It didn't matter how many thousands was there. He knew how much each band was.
that I'm gonna tell you something. We must have that day that they saw us. We must have had a glow on our face. We must have had something that was like something ain't right with this kid, and this kid done did something.
It was funny.
Tell me, Attic, what you did. You did.
My
you did.
my grandmother used to watch me a lot when I was a kid. You know, rest in peace, her. And she had food stamps, right? So I was with her in the store once, and I didn't have batteries, and I slid them into the cart, and I didn't know that I was a little kid. She gets there, man, and she obviously food stamps don't cover batteries. So she gets to and he's like, it's like, I don't know how much batteries were. I was like probably 10 or 11. My grandma said, she looked at me. She's like, you didn't sign those. I looked at that woman straight there. I was like, I think it was the person behind us. Because I needed some batteries to play games with. I think it was like one of the old Game Boys I had to do it with. I needed batteries.
Shout out to the little kids stealing. Don't let your kids hear this. This is not the episode that you let your kids hear this. Yo, cautionary tale. I got my behind tore up, okay? So, I know that's frowned upon in this day and age, but I'm going to tell you, spare the rod, spoil the child, okay? So that's what I know, and that's what I got. But, yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for showing up.
Real quick,
Dang, I just
Okay.
no. Go ahead.
I let both of y'all get a closing.
yeah. So about the layoffs. So the thing with those is like nobody wants to see anybody lose their jobs, right?
Right.
But I feel like a lot of the discourse around it is very sort of performative because, like, it should go without saying that nobody is happy about anybody losing their jobs. However, if we talk about the realities of business, if we talk about, we know that there were going to be certain redundancies. We know that, and people are saying, like, they shouldn't have fired these people because they made so much money. Yes, the optics are terrible, and nobody's making an excuse for it. And it's kind of fucked up that they went and I didn't mean to curse, but it's not good that they went and did those photo ops and everybody was optimistic and then they dropped the hammer.
That's
like
what made it even worse, man.
Well, it's listen, the bottom line is this. What people are not seeing is the mass emails that went out for anybody wanting to take the offer. What people are not seeing is the company that's working in the background placing these guys into different jobs. What people are not seeing is the additional medical that they're probably giving them for at least 2-3 months. That's the stuff that they're not seeing. But what they would see is an article from IGN bloviating on how Microsoft is mismanaging this and doing that. And, what we have to do is stop clicking on these titles. What we have to do is stop giving these guys our attention, and they will fade away. But Legendary Yobi, let me get your closing.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, my closing is like I said, I'm extremely proud of the Iron Lords. I want y'all to keep going. You always gonna have my support. Attic, I hope you're feeling well. And this is a person message, Evan. If you're out there, if you can hear us, you are never alone, brother. Keep your head up, keep your faith strong. Peace, love, life, energy to you. I know things might be hard right now, brother, but day by day, slowly but surely, it gets better. If you ever need someone to talk to, you can hit me up. I'm pretty sure you can hit the Iron Lords up too. You are never alone, brother. Always keep your faith. You ain't never alone, brother. We got your back. But King, back to you.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the great work, y'all. Attic, I hope you're feeling better as well. Keep up the great work. Everyone, keep up the great work. Just thank you, gentlemen, all of you. Thank you for pushing the blueprint forward. And it's always what I tell everybody. You see what the Iron Lord, you see what Everborn, they care something these gentlemen are doing. They are, me personally, I feel like you guys are the one in our community. You guys are pushing that part of the industry forward. Y'all creating a massive positivity blueprint for everybody who's on the come up to follow that. And I personally feel like, and people watch you guys and they follow that, I guarantee you the whole gatekeepers of today, that could be slowly pushed out, and we can see you guys take that position. So I just want to say thank you. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
That's the secret. That's the secret thing we're actually advancing the line on.
I know, right? Yo,
we get in the building.
Campaign super number with the $2 super chat. Everybody Everborn rocking the Tesla with the beeps. Yeah, you heard it, right?
So I said when it comes to the New York game.
And
sorry.
And also everybody out there, y'all got to give flowers to Attic. Man, it's a hard work. Attic is like 10 people in one. I see the things he do. So give Attic his flowers. You say Iron Lords, you gotta say Attic. Most importantly, Attic, aka the Golden Child.
Lessons.
Yeah, and when it comes to the video game awards, I really appreciate the kind words. There's just there's too much of this industry that's on the West Coast. There's just way too much from companies to influencers to media outlets. And that's why this event is important, because it's like, if you expect the West Coast people to be more fair with what goes on the opportunities on the East Coast, don't think that's happening. They're gonna keep that. They're gonna keep all the marbles on that side as long as they can. It's gonna be us to build a community on the East Coast.
Out there too, Attic. It is mad expensive out there.
Yeah, but it's mad expensive here too. But what we need to do is we have to start from all these companies, and we have to make this a tech hub. When Amazon was coming to New York City had opposition to have Amazon out here, and Amazon took their warehouses elsewhere.
And let me tell you how hot I was about that, because the recruiters was reaching out to me when Amazon was going to come there because they was trying to staff up.
And and you know what that would have did for me.
Exactly.
So the thing is, we have to change it from inside, and Mayor Adams is working on that. So listen, I don't want to turn this political, but
beautiful.
I love you guys. Have a blessed evening, and video will be up tomorrow. Me and Attic got to get back to Baldur's Gate 3 and have some fun.
And
peace.
I'm gonna send you guys over to my stream. I'm about to stream Infinite Wealth, so that's gonna It's gonna be an interesting stream. So I'm sending you guys over there. It'll be probably about 2 or 3, maybe 5 minutes. and I'll be in there, and we're gonna play. I might do face cam today. I don't know yet.
Get over there and subscribe to his joint because he's playing. Oh,
So-
not his joint, but his
Send
stream.
you guys over there, man. Let's have a good time.
Oh,
We're ending now.
peace.
All right, there we go. Whew.